final inspection for 12 Lowfield Road on the 10th of August 2021. So I'm just outside. Brown bin, empty. And then you've got your blue bin, full. And then the green bin, 3/4 full. So I'm just going to head on in. So it's maintained in the front area. The door is with no damage. It could do with an extra clean just in the grooves, but with no damage. Blue condition. And then this Yale lock's a bit loose, so it does need tightening slightly. The door open and close is fine. I've just walked in. There is no odour. So this is just going to be a move out showing you the issues I can see. And then I'll go back and watch your moving inventory to see if these issues were the same as moving. So you've got 2 marks here where an old lock used to be. No black scuff marks, in suitable condition. Ceiling, you can see cobwebs. If I zoom in and below, you'll be able to... There you go, cobwebs present, light bulb working and present, and then you've got cobwebs along here as well. And then so as soon as you walk in, you've got the door behind you. The wall, you've got a mark here, just compare that to the size of my finger. Looks like a pen mark maybe, or old brush stroke hair. Yeah, it's a hair from where it was painted. You've got cobwebs in this corner here, and this ledge needs cleaning. So you've got cobwebs, and then heading up you've got scuff marks and like a red mark here, scuff mark, scuff mark, scuff mark, scuff marks, and then the skirting boards could do with a clean. You've got dust here, you've got marks on the door here, and then the opposite wall you've got a bit of paint which is chipped. That to the size of my finger, and then your skirting boards could do with a clean. And then again heading up you've got scuff marks present on the wall. This is a green mark, scuff mark, faint scuff marks, scuff mark, scuff mark, like a blue colour scuff mark. The bottom has been hoovered with no stains. I'm just going to move this bit of post. So there's no stains on the carpet. You can see the hoover lines where it's been hoovered. And then going up you can see the skirting boards are in suitable condition. There's no hairs. I'm just going to continue doing the flooring. There's no stains. What's this? Look, there's a stain there, but again I'll check the moving inventory. And this is just outside the bathroom door. This is just the door to the first bedroom, the double, and you can see it's frayed, the carpet. Carpet's frayed. Door to the storage and water tank is clean, and then just get an angle of the banister with no damage, no dust. And then heading back down, so just heading back down, and you can see there's a slight scuff mark right hand side, like a purple colour. And then if I just go down a bit more, there is another 2 light scuff marks. The wall above, you've got handprints, and then a scuff mark above, and then cobweb, and then a cobweb further up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 step up, you've got a scuff mark here, and then the door's fine, it's clean with no concerns. Inside is empty, clean, no cobwebs, no stains, flooring's all been hoovered, door's clean with no damage. And the wall between, oh, does struggle to close. Door between storage and living room, suitable condition. There's no cobwebs hanging down. And then the door to the living room, clean condition with no damage. And then behind, also clean with no damage. So the ceiling is white. Just walking around, see if there's any cobwebs. No cobwebs present, no stains, scuff marks, all clean. Light bulbs all working and present. No dust or dirt around the light fitting. So I'm just going to go up and down the walls. Scuff mark present. Light, another, that's dust. And then a bit of a dent for maybe the handles hit the door. You've got a bit of paint which has been patched up. And then another bit of paint which has been patched up. And then slightly higher up, exactly the same. You've got a long scuff mark. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There you go. Scuff mark. And then another scuff mark here. And then towards the bottom, scuff mark, splash mark, splash mark, splash mark, scuff mark, splash mark. Got a bit of a patch where it's not been smoothed over properly. You've got paint which is chipped. Splash. And you've got a scuff mark, scuff mark, scuff mark, scuff mark. And then you've got a splash here, the wall. And if I just take, so use my little finger, could do with it. There's a thin, very thin layer of dust. Got a mark on the skirting board too. And then in the corner, you've got dust. And then this is right of the window. You can see where it's been patched up. And you've got a cover which is missing from that side. Radiator, okay, with no concerns. Windows have been cleaned. Let's have a look from the inside. Window frames could do with an extra clean, but there's no dust or dirt. Then above, you've got a cobweb. Well, a bit of dust, shall I say, on the wall, not a cobweb. Left of the window, you've got two handprints, two little finger marks just there. 1, 2. Your nail on the wall. And then you've got your blue, dark blue wall. You can see where it's been patched up. Paint's patchy. You've got your 2 screws, another 2. And your paint's chipped. Left of the socket. And then going round, you've got a screw present, and then you've got a couple of more scuff marks. Mark, splash, splash. And you've got a screw. There's no handprints around the switch, you've just got a yellow patch here. 3 yellow patches. And if I just do this, you'll be able to see the dust. I'm going to zoom in and just blow the cobweb. Just going to get it. So there is a cobweb, faint thin cobweb here in this corner. So the flooring, there's no stains. Just have a look, another look. There's just a mark from the furniture. There is no stains. It looks like there's no hairs. It's all been hoovered. You can see where you've mainly walked, but There's no damage. Look, they've got the dust still on my nail. Yeah, no concerns. And then I'm going to head into the kitchen. One, two, three, 4 light bulbs working and present. You've got a cobweb and another cobweb. So you've got 2 cobwebs here. And then the ceiling. I'm just going to turn it off because the lights are quite bright. The ceiling. It is patchy. So if you just go around the side, you can see it's quite patchy. And then above the units, you've got a couple of more patch marks there. And then that corner, left-hand side. And above the window, you've got patches. You've got a small cobweb where the boiler pipe is, right at the back. Zoom in. Right there. There's the cobweb. Okay, so fridge freezer. Got a mark here. And then a couple of more scuff marks towards the bottom. So it could do with a clean. Freezer is clean, currently off. Oh. Fridge, currently clean, off with no odour. You've got a big scuff mark. And then fitted oven. It's not greasy to touch, but you have stains. Stains present. I've just opened that and you can smell cleaning product has been used. And then I'm just going to zoom in and turn my flash on. So you can see this bit's greasy. Got the marks at the bottom. And then the hob, just going to zoom out slightly. The hob looks okay. It's not greasy to touch. It might be just the rims that need some attention. And the top of the hob. Could do with a clean, so you can see the rim. Oh, these are quite sticky. Just, yeah, that's sticky, that's alright. Yeah, you can just see in between the grooves. Needs another clean. I'm just going to put that hob on. Yeah, it's really sticky. They're all working. They're just sticky. And in the splash back, you can see it's been wiped down. Just needs an extra wipe, maybe with a dry cloth. And then the filters, there's no cover here for the light. That's sticky, really greasy. And the filters need cleaning. Cooker hood. So the light's not working, but the cooker extractor fan is, and you can see, you know, the dials, they could just do with an extra clean. Just going to turn that off too. Got a couple of splashes left of the splashback. And then I'm just going to do the units. You can see they're all empty. No items left behind. I'll do that one in a second. Drawers, items present, booklets, light bulb, empty, but it could do with a clean on the outside. Second, empty. First one, cutlery drawer with rubbish, Allen key. an extra key here. And then the tray for the Becco needs cleaning. If I move it, you can see the water inside. No odour. Clean. I'm just going to leave the door open. Under the sink, got a bit of cooking salt. And left empty and clean. So I'm just going to close all the doors. Touching the handles and they're clean. There's no grease on them. And the units have all been wiped down, clean, free from any damage, any crumbs, any grease. And then the sink, a bit rusty, so I could do with an extra clean. Bit of limescale present, as you can see where the watermarks are. Yeah, limescale on the tap. Limescale here as well. Water's running fine. I'm just gonna do the flooring. I've got something staggered in me, look. Oh, I've got two bits that have just come off my feet. Flooring. I think it could do with an extra hoover. Because you can see the little bits here, look. In the grooves. It could do with an extra hoover, yes. And then just looking at the washing machine, when you open the door, you've got a yellow mark running down. So washing machine could do with a hoover, and the door, it needs a clean. The walls, okay. So let's start left of the fridge freezer. Towards the bottom's fine with no dent. You've got a hand mark here, yellow mark. You've got a picture hook here. Above the fridge freezer, looks like one cobweb right at the back on the bit of dust. Above the units is fine. Right over the units is fine. And then this is got a couple of splash marks here. Because they're quite faint, it's quite hard to pick up. But you can see them. Got a bit of paint that's peeled. And you've got a bit of paint that's chipped. Above the units is fine. Left and right extract line's fine. The unit's fine as well. Just when I noticed it earlier, the grease mark splashes. Left of the window is also fine. Above you've got two hooks which have been painted, and then around the boiler, fine. Tiles are clean. You've got two hooks which have been painted. The windows need a clean. Windows need to clean, and so does window frames. Just going to head on back into the hallway. Got a red mark on the handle. Just looking at the banister, you got a black scuff mark here and paint peeled. The wall between the living room and the bedroom with no damage. You've got handprint, 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 two blue marks and a picture hook. Got a black scuff mark above and a yellow mark above. And then in between the light switch and the plug socket, towards slightly left, you've got a black scuff mark. And then I'm going to head into the bedroom. So this is the smallest bedroom. So the door is with no damage and no scuffs. And then inside, again, with no damage, no scuffs, open and close is fine. So the ceiling, just going to go up and down the ceiling. You've got a scuff mark on the ceiling. And then a pink-like mark. I'm just going to zoom in for that. You see it, a pink-like mark. But it looks like there's no cobwebs hanging down. Okay, so there's no cobwebs, it is white, but it is like patchy. So can you see around the corner? It's like a different shade it's coming up. If I zoom in, you'll be able to see. There you go, look, it's two different shades. One shade here, you've got another shade there. It's where the wall and the ceiling join. And then just a bit above the window, it's quite patchy. It's not like a smooth, straight line either. It's quite patchy. It's like a deep purple, like a purple colour tone used to be underneath. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom out. So 1, 2, 3 light bulbs all working, no dust or dirt on or around the fitting. Just going to come on in and do the walls. Just going to zoom in. Skirting books look okay. You've got 2 scuff marks present here. And another one slightly further up. And then that just comes off the wall. You've got a finger mark here. No concerns about the light fitting. And then where the join is, you've got another scuff mark with in the corner. Oh, you've got some hairs. You've got hairs. One, you've got a long cobweb here. There you go. Another hair, cobweb, hair. And then towards the bottom of the corner, scuff marks present. And this wall doesn't look too bad. You've got 2 picture hooks, just looking down from the first picture hook towards the bottom. You've got 2 scuff marks. And then where the plug socket is, you've got a scuff mark, and you can see there's a hair stuck to my nail. Scuff mark, scuff dust, scuff mark, hole, then left of the window, and then above the window you've got a picture hook, right of the window. No concerns. Radiator scuff mark, right hand side. And then in the middle. And then towards the bottom. Skirting boards. Could do with an extra clean. Windowsill. There's a couple of marks. I don't know, they might come off. Got something stuck to them. Yeah, look, that can come off. If you rub it, it will come off. Windows, looks like they're clean from the inside. The grooves. It's like a bug, a little fly. We've got one that's turned the other way. Let's just try. So let's just get this finger. They need wiping, they need cleaning, I think. Just a thin layer of dust. Yeah, there's a thin layer of dust on them. And then working my way around, you've got another picture hook with 2 small screws underneath, and then 2 more screws or nails further on. Then behind the door you can see it's patchy. The paint is really patchy. And then the flooring, what's this? What is this? There's a mark, there's a stain, size of my finger. It's not hard. I think it might come off. But it's the size of my nail. A bit can do with hoovering. And then heading into the first double. The door is clean with no damage. Open and close is fine with no damage. I'm just going to look at the ceiling. bit of an issue here, maybe where the paint's been painted over some paper maybe. And you've got a old screw mark. So right, there's no cobwebs. You've got a black scuff mark here where the wall is, in between the wall and the light fittings. You've got 1, 2, 3 light bulbs all working and present with no dust. So let's work around the wall. So you've got a mark as soon as you enter. You've got a picture hook. Got a scuff mark towards the bottom. And then your door could do a cleaning. If I use this finger, you got dust coming off, and obviously damage. A couple of handprints. So the door could do with wiping down. See damage to the door. Inside's been emptied. Got a mark on the wall. It's all been hoovered inside. You've got a bit of wood that's been chipped. The door, it's patchy, the door is. And just going up and down the walls. It's not in too bad condition, to be honest. You've got 2, 4, 6 little nails hanging out of the wall. And if you just look in the left-hand corner, you can see the wall towards the corner is a bit patchy. And then right of the radiator, got a mark here, and then a scuff mark here, a dent here, but it's been painted over. Right of the window, above, you've got 2 picture hooks, and then a mark here in the middle. And then right, you've got a bit of patch on the wall here, it's been smoothed over. After the radiator, it's fine. The windowsill is fine. The window frames also look fine. You've got a hook here. The windows need cleaning from the inside. Got a bit of paint. Oh no, it's a bit of cream on the window. Mark. Yeah, so the windows need painting, cleaning. Up and down, you've got a black scuff mark towards the bottom. Scuff mark above the skirting board. And then damage or a mark on the skirting board. You've got 2 picture marks. You've got a patchy wall where it's black scuff marks been filled in and painted over. Another painted over with a hole. Same down here, not been completed properly. Scuff mark, really thin, small, faint one. If you look from this angle, you can see this bit here, it's been painted up. Behind the door, looks patchy. You'll be able to tell it in the camera. And then the flooring, it's with no hairs, no stains. And then the wall, you can see there's 3 patches. 1, 2, 3. So the wall's, there you go, got a different angle of it. Let me see if I can do the one behind the door. Can you see? It's like a rectangle, it's patchy. And then into the bathroom. So the wall between the bedroom and bathroom, you've got a yellow mark. And then started to tuck tied around the light switch, yellow mark. Above the door's fine. The door is fine with no black scuff marks. And then if you are just looking up, got a really thin cobweb with a thin spider in it. Okay, just going to head into the bathroom. The door's clean with no concerns, no damage. Lock doesn't work. I think the lock might have seized up. Really hard to do. Whoa, it's moving. There you go. Okay, the flooring has no hairs, no dirt. You've just got a couple of white marks. I'm going to zoom in for this. Watch, there's some white marks. But there's no hairs. I'm just going to move the little bath out of the way. Okay, bath panel, bathtub is clean, no concerns. Your grout is turning black behind the taps, and the grout in between the tiles, you can see, is turning a different colour. So you've got a grey here and then like a brown colour here. It hits back this, both from the border downwards. Those two, half are this way, and then those two in front. Downwards. You've got a cobweb in the corner because there's a spider hanging down. There's no mould. You've got another cobweb in that corner attached to the wall. And the light is here and it's working. Shower screen, you can see watermarks. And the units, you can see where it's been wiped down. And it is empty and clean. You've got a bit of a board here and another one here. Hand basin, as you get to see your tiles. Hand basin's clear. Got a bit of lime scale around the tap. And some, oh god, and watermarks on the tap as well. I've got a bit of, is that paint maybe? Or is that like that I'm moving? Underneath, you've got a white line on the tiles. That could do with cleaning. The board's clean. The toilet is clean with no hairs, no dirt, no dust. The tiles around are clean. And then let's do the walls. So just above the unit it's clean. Then right of the unit it's clean. Underneath you've got one blue mark, but the beading is clean and silver chrome. You've got a black scuff mark towards the bottom. You've got a toilet brush holder not tested. You've got like a long mark here. And above, left of the window. In that corner above the extractor fan, you've got a very thin, there you go, can you see? I'm gonna get close and blow it so it moves. It's not moving. Extractor fan's been cleaned. Well, no, extractor fan needs cleaning. Got all the dust around it. Left of the window, then underneath. You've got two handprints, you've got a scuff mark. Let me get close to that scuff mark again. A couple of marks towards the bottom. The radiator's very dusty. And then you've got a couple of scuff marks towards the top. Window's okay. And then the shelving, you can see the walls aren't smooth in various areas. Going to put the rug back, little bath mat. Just going to close the unit. And then, so I've got the door, right of the door, the tiles are clean with no damage. The bath panel's also clean with no damage. And then to storage, it's all empty and obviously the water meter's there. And it's hoovered and clean. I'm now going to test the smoke alarm. Smoke alarm's working.